To you, Cancers. So you have the Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, the Star, the World, the Ten of Cups, Temperance, the Justice, Seven of Pentacles, and the Empress. So what I'm seeing here for you, Cancer crabs, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Cups. Hold on, I got something in my pocket. The Three of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Star represents this being a situation for you where a lot of you Cancer crabs, honestly speaking, the Queen of Wands is that you're in high alert against, you're basically in high alert when it comes to getting to know other people if they're being dishonest with you and they are not really direct and straightforward about what it is that they want and who they are. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Queen of Wands is like, you will melt their, right? If they are lying to you, if they're not being direct, if they're not being serious, if they're, obviously that's a joke, but a lot of you Cancer crabs will be upset though. You will be, you will be disappointed, right? And the Three of Cups and the Six of Pentacles represents, because what you want is you want to be able to trust somebody, right? You want to be able to celebrate with the new person that you're getting, instead of having to wonder about if the person is actually cheating on you or they mean any kind of harm, obviously. So the Star card in the World now represents, the Star card in the World is now about how you want the relationship to be like this, the Star and the planet Earth, something that is rare, sacred, treated as rare and sacred, because it is rare and sacred. It is rare and sacred, right? It is. And the reason why that it is because how many people you know who can actually be in functional relationships? Most people, they're practicing relationships totally incorrectly. And as a result of practicing it incorrectly, it's a situation where a lot of people don't understand that how to really practice relationships correctly to be in a real functional excuse me, long-term relationship. And so as a result, a lot of people get together, don't know what they're doing, break up because of many stupid reasons. And a lot of you Cancers, you want that sacredness to it, right? And I want you Cancers to get that sacredness. Cancer, like I said before, like Cancer crab, y'all are a beautiful zodiac sign. Like I said before, I've said this many a times. I am not on here to bash any zodiac sign. I am on here to just tell the truth as what it is. I don't care about my own emotions when it comes to skewing it and making it biased or stuff like this. I have no invested interest in it at all. I am just here to tell the truth. So I want you Cancer crabs to essentially get to a relationship that's as sacred as the Star and the Earth, right? And the relationship that the two of those entities, or two of those planets have, or stationary planets or whatever, or those celestial bodies more accurately have. And the thing about it is that the Ten of Cups represents, the Ten of Cups, the Temperance represents, you need a lot of patience, my Cancers. Because a lot of you may be thinking to yourselves, yeah, but what about such? Listen, I'm still dating. I'm 31, going to be 32. I'm still dating, still haven't found the person for me. And it goes to show you just how delusional and how wrong a lot of people approach dating, the perspective that a lot of people approach dating with. It's completely skewed. And what I mean when I say that it's skewed is because it is. The idea that 1 minute you're interested in a person and the next you're not, but then you're confusing the person with all of these cryptic, ambiguous, all of that cryptic, ambiguous double talking and playing the games and trying to put people in certain type of threatening situations. All of that type of stuff is why relationships don't work. This risky behavior, this behavior that is so risky to the point where it puts you and the other person, regardless of which side you're on, regardless of what you're into, you put you and your partner in danger or at risk because of it. That's what ruins relationships, Cancer. So a lot of times you got to understand that patience is key. And even if you don't necessarily get somebody, it's okay, because again, you get to a point where you become so great to the point where a person who's really going to step to you, you date so much. You get to a point where you date so much to the point where the person who, or people in general who really going to step to you, they have to really be on point. And then from that point on, you got to understand, and I need to stress this. This is what you Cancer crabs don't understand. This is what a lot of you Cancer crabs really don't understand, that this is what Virgo goes through. This is what Capricorn goes through. This is what Scorpio goes through. This is what Aries go through. They get it. And I'm not saying that, I'm not saying, you throw something in here? Anyway. Huh? Oh, okay. So sorry about that. But they understand that, what it is that you've got going on is you've got yourself into, those zodiac signs understand the patience. They understand that the world that we're living in, a lot of people are really not ready for love. That's why so many of the things are happening the way that they are today, is because you got a lot of egocentric, goofy, stupid mugs that don't understand common sense. They're so selfish and delusional, not just selfish, but delusional, to the point where their perception is skewed and they don't seem to understand their risky behavior. Hey, you're really out here disrespecting the livelihoods of other people. And that's the scenario. When you get to a point like that, where you get wise enough to understand, that actually helps the singlehood. And what I mean by that is that actually helps the singlehood. That's why you need the patience, the justice. That's why it is that you need the patience, because the patience, which is what the temperance represent, is for you not to get upset. And the justice is for you to have a better understanding of the climate that's out here. The reason why is because what the cards, in essence, what these represent is, you got to become okay with your singlehood first. You really have to become okay with it. You have to look at it from a perspective of, regardless of whether you find love or you don't, you're prepared to be, you're comfortable with yourself. And the reason why it is I'm saying that in the first place is because you have to understand that, or you should understand, I should say, that a lot of people are not ready for decent love. They're not ready to be in a relationship with someone who understands who they are and you understand who you are. I'm saying in a general sense, right? So a lot of times people will be very dysfunctional because of their worries, this, that, and the third, you know what I mean? All these types of people. And their worries are not even real. So it causes them to do certain things, think certain things that obviously create a lot of mischief in the relationship. And why that's important in the first place is because the justice now represents, when you begin to understand that, my dear Cancer crabs, then you begin to understand the mind, the unconscious mind, the fears that come along. It's very important. I'm teaching you on the game right now. The fears of the unconscious mind, what goes on in a person's subconscious that these people are afraid of. What are they afraid of? You understand what I'm saying? What are they afraid of? They're afraid of putting in so much money, effort, and it's not always about money, but I'm saying putting in the effort, putting in putting in money, all of these distractions, yo, putting in money, putting in all this, putting in all that, and the person completely disrespecting the effort and everything that they put in, and at the same time, them not receiving the relationship as it appeared to be from the very beginning. So people like testing people, like I said before, even though there's no point in it, people like testing people. So the Seven of Pentacles now and the Empress now represents when you, if and when you get to a place where you find somebody, right? You still have to understand, are these people cherry picking? Are these people only interacting with you in a delusional, skewed capacity? Are they doing that? And then it's up to you to decide for yourselves whether or not you want to stay with them, whether or not the two of y'all are compatible. If some of the things that they are annoying that you can put up with, because you see the bigger scope of things and it's well worth the annoyance. You got to understand that, okay? So the Empress now represents, the Empress now is about how, and maintaining that dignity too, understanding that you're, developing that thicker skin, not being so bothered by a lot of the things that even when you get somebody, are you even prepared to be in a relationship with somebody? Because there's some things about myself, Cancer Crab, that, that I have to work over too. Like for me, I lived so much of my life being a single individual. I've never really been in a relationship like that, really. And it's not because it's something that I personally want to do. It's just because the relationships never last due to the fact that as soon as I get with them, the games start. And I'm looking at other people get minimum nonsense, at least the way that it appears. But at first, minimum nonsense. And with me, I'm getting nonsense the whole way through. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this just to step to them. Oh, this. I'm like, wow. A list mile long of things that literally some 10 different things that I got to be before I step to the person. I got to have money, and it's not regulated down to location. Stop this. I'm going to start blocking people for this. Stop trying to run that game. It has nothing to do with location. It has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with skin tone. It has nothing to do with eye color. This is what it is that people do. If you come here with the nonsense, that's an automatic block. If you want to be stupid, you're going to win stupid prizes. I'm going to say this. Listen to what I have to say. I'm talking about for the fake people that come by. Comprehend it, understand it, and stop trying to be stupid. If you want to be stupid, you're going to win stupid prizes. Because I'm tired of this nonsense, because I have to teach people everything, because people are too stupid to actually have some level of common sense. I'm not talking about you Cancers, right? So I got to do all of this and be all this in order to just step to the person. But while I'm seeing people who get in cool, and then sometimes they get nonsense, on the back end. But some of them, they end up not getting too much nonsense at all, really. So let's clarify some cards. But that level of the person trying to run that game, obviously you got to leave them alone though. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify. Yeah, I'm going to just go right back to blocking people. I'm not even going to play that game with people. If you want to, and I'm not saying you can't crowd. If people want to be stupid, okay? No one is exempt from getting blocked. If you troll me, I'm going to block you. Plain and simple. There's no exceptions to that. Grown people who want to play stupid. Grown people, I have people who want to be in a relationship with me. I could turn it on and turn it off if I want. Yo stupid behind is sitting up there, delusional, trying to figure it out. I ain't got anything to do with that. So let's clarify the justice. That's the last time I'm gonna say it ever. I'm telling y'all, it's automatic block from here. So to clarify the justice, we have the Death, the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Hermit. If I even get upset, if I even feel like I have to go ahead and explain certain things to you because you want to be disingenuous and you want to be stupid, it's an automatic block. So let's see how many people still continue to act like they don't get the point after. And regardless of what, because you know trolls don't ever relate to any of these readings because they stupid. So let's clarify the Death and the Ten of Swords. So this is about how a lot of you Cancer crabs pretty much are in a situation where, again, so yes, so you have to leave this situation alone with these people. Just not even necessarily the situation. Yes, the situation, of course. You have to leave people who are wasting your time alone. But also more so it's about letting go of the situation and understanding how terrible the situation actually is and how dysfunctional it is. And that the Knight of Swords and the Hermit represents this being a situation for them where some people who are dysfunctional, they're still going to try to get at you. They're still going to try to get in your way. But it's up to you. It's up to you, Cancer crabs, to see things for what they are and leave them alone, because delusional people are pitiful, right? That's the reason why a lot of them could be as fine as all get out, but they're fine and all this other type of stuff, but you know, they're still single. They're not really taken, and no one's trying to, you know, scoop them up. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Love you, Cancer crabs, you know, even though I'm a little bit rough on y'all. A lot of y'all are learning from your lessons anyway, so you know, I don't have to be rough on y'all. I get rough on y'all whenever it is that it's necessary for me to do that. But for now, that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.